something for the man to handle, and then you carry it for him. God help me. You writing up his business plan, showing him how to do it. Y'all ain't talking back to me. Filling out the paperwork, going downtown, making sure that it's registered and certified, and then he blow up and leave you because you never did anything to help him carry his own branch. And something strange happens, ladies and gentlemen, because if the male eagle drops the branch, she leaves, knowing it's bigger, knowing it was outside of his range. She leaves, watch this, making up in her mind, this is a female eagle, I cannot handle an eagle who can't handle weight. And that female eagle makes up in her mind, I'll fly by myself until an eagle comes along that's strong enough to handle my stuff. If they can't handle my stuff, they are not equipped to fly with me. And ladies and gentlemen, that begins the courtship that does not initiate the commitment. And after he catches a branch that's heavier than him, bigger than him, the female eagle now flies higher than she ever has before, goes to 20,000 feet in the air, and does something the male eagle has never seen. The female eagle then does something male eagles cannot do. She turns upside down and begins flying upside down. God help me. The male eagle's job then is to get on top of her while she's flying. God help me. And his job is to connect her talons into her talons, his talons into her talons, and then she begins to fall. Y'all gotta stay with me. The female eagle does not know whether the male eagle is committed not by what he taught, but she knows whether or not he's committed by whether or not he'll hold on to her while she's falling. God help me. If he lets her go too early, she'll fly away. But if you'll stick with me when I'm getting ready to hit the ground, if you'll stay by my side when I'm getting ready to lose it, that's when I know you have the right instincts. Ladies and gentlemen, just before the eagles hit the ground, the female eagle flips over, so neither one of them fall. And they begin to fly, and she carries him only because he's proven commitment at the risk of dying. The female eagle, ladies and gentlemen, does not sing until there is a commitment. You do not hear a sound from her. She does not hit the right key or the right pitch until I know you are committed. There are some sounds a man shouldn't hear you make. God help me. Until there's been a commitment. Y'all don't like me here. You giving too many sound effects without you having made it the commitment test.
Wow.
And while they're going down, he then takes the commitment test. Do you love me enough to hold on to me, even if it's going to kill you? Will you stick with me, even if your life is on the line? Will you be there when times get rough? I'm talking about eagles, and many of you have transferred it into relationships. But I'm speaking from a larger purview so that you understand the kind of commitment that a female eagle requires. is the kind of commitment that the king expects. What do you mean, Pastor? This is not for neophytes. This is just for those of you who have an authentic walk with God. That when you begin to follow God, God will start changing your pattern. The way you think will begin differently. He'll stretch you to go into places where you would have never gone out of your own will and out of your own volition. He'll push you into another level. He'll make you work harder than you ever worked in your life. And then God will start dropping stuff and waiting for you to go and pick it up before it falls apart. And many of you in this room, you have successfully been courting God. You've been dating him. Got a pretty good relationship. Y'all are all right. But you ain't really committed. And the evidence that you are not really committed to God yet is he hadn't seen how you worship while you're falling. God, I wish I had a church. It's easy to give God glory when you're flying high. But when you feel like your whole world is getting ready to collapse, and God wants to see, will you hold on to me when you feel like you're getting ready to lose it? Will you keep me in your hand even when it looks like the world is walking away? Your level of commitment, ladies and gentlemen, is not how you serve God when you're flying. But your level of commitment is how you'll stick with him. At that moment, you feel like you're going to die. When the air's out of the room. When you can't sleep. It's almost surprised you because you can't even believe you've entertained the notion of suicide. Giving up has become an emotional decision. And I don't know where you're in this room, but I feel like I'm preaching to somebody who needs to know that the enemy is trying to contaminate your commitment. Hallelujah. Because somehow or another you thought you were built for ease and for being always in a pleasurable situation. God said, I don't need you then. And I need to see what you made out of when your whole world is crashing. I need to see whether you love me with an eviction notice on the door. I need to see whether you'll give me glory when you got a final termination that your utility bills are finally due. I want to see whether you really going to shout like that when the person who you thought was going to love you has left you. I want to see what kind of glory you give me when there's a growth in your body and the doctor says it's not even operable. I want to see how you will magnify me when you have adjusted to being depressed. How will you be committed when you feel like you're getting ready to lose it? Just for those who I'm preaching to, would you? Hallelujah. Just those of you who I'm preaching to, because those others of you have been tiptoeing through the tulips. I'm not preaching to you. You ain't been in a bed of roses, but you feeling all the thorns. If that's where you are, hallelujah, just to upset, unnerve, and disturb the enemy, but would you lift up that hand and just shout, I'm still committed. I know that's hard for you to say, but I need the earth to hear your voice. It ain't been easy for me. I really thought I was going to lose it, but I want all of earth and heaven and even hell to know I'm still committed. Jesus. And when we get to Daniel chapter 3, ladies and gentlemen, we find 3 Hebrew boys. And watch what the edict reads that has just gone out. It says, give me some young men who are without defect, who are handsome, who are intelligent, who have a teachable spirit, who are qualified.